Speech.
No, don't do speech.
You gotta do it. You gotta do it. You gotta do it. Thank you for coming. Had a great day. You gotta
Okay.
All right, can I have everyone come in? Who's around the corner? So, I think first of all, I'd like to say a real big thank you for everyone for making the effort to be here. So, it's not easy to happen, and I'm glad that everyone's been able to be here. Thanks for everyone that's put a lot of effort in, like Paul and Eggs, Lynette, and anyone else, everyone who's made salad and food, Jamie for cooking. Great, thank you heaps. What I wanted to do, and this is something that I've asked everyone to try and give me some information on the family, and it was a bit hard to come by, so no one really knows our history. So we racked up a little bit, and this is something I wanted to do, and it's more for the people that, the younger ones and the younger kids that are here that don't know how we started in Australia, I suppose. So we've written a few things down, and I'm going to do my best to, and I hope it's all true. So let's start and see how I can go. I'll see how I go reading it. Well, anyway, I'm Patrick Sergi, named after our grandfather, and I'm the eldest son of the youngest child, which is Dad Salvatore of Caterina and Pasquale Sergi. So, our grandfather Pasquale was born in Platy in Italy on the 11th of August 2003. He married 1903. You'll be correcting me all the way along. He married Caterina Catanzarini, and on the 2nd of August 1925. Caterina was born on the 27th of February 1908. Pasquale migrated to Australia in 1926 and initially to Adelaide and then to Griffith. Caterina stayed in Italy, and the plan was her to follow once she gave birth to their first child, Francesca, who was born on the 10th of July 1926. So, do the math. Pasquale was in Australia for almost 10 years before he saw his first child and his wife again to make a living in Australia. Caterina stayed in, I've done that bit. There was a bit of a day, but eventually she arrived with Francis in 1935. They had 4 more children. So first to follow was Maria, known as Mary, Romeo, and she was born on the 29th of June 1936. Then followed Julia on the 8th of November 1937. Annie J. Kath on the 6th of July 1940. And last but not least, Salvatore or Sam, my dad, was born on the 1st of July 1946. So Sam was named after his grandfather Salvatore, who was born on the 19th of July 1870. And if I go back, who was married to a Caterina who was born in 1876. And I'm going to leave that bit out because that's not really that important. So I want to go a little bit more, and I'll talk about Auntie Frances, who was married to Uncle Frank. She was Calabria, and she had Betty. And now everyone can relate. So Betty Wood, okay, who's still here. So now we've got a lot of us that are still here. So Betty, Pat, Dennis, Kevin, and Kathy, who's not here with us today. So, unfortunately, Sergio's not well, but that's great. Followed then Mary. So Auntie Mary, and we've got Lynette. Where's Lynette? Here. So Auntie Mary's children and Uncle Mick, Romeo. So Lynette, Paul, and Jerry. Okay. And all the kids that come after that. I'm not going any further than this. Auntie Julia, who married Leo Dallabonna, and her children Brian, John, Robert, who's not with us as well, unfortunately, and Marie. Where are you? Yeah, and the grandkids. Then we've got Kat, Auntie Kat, who married Mario Gubuyo, and we've got Alan and Jenny. And then we've got Sam, Sam, and there's myself, Vanessa, and Michelle. Dad, Sam married Anne, and he's the one that gets to keep the name, the Sergi, and we're all here today. So I just wanted to give you a little bit of a history of sort of where we come from, how far back we go. There's a lot more to it, and there's a lot more that I don't know, but there's, you know, I think I get a bit emotional for no reason.
Alright, go hold his tear.
I'm not sad about anything. I think it's a great legacy. a lot of it's going to be given to Nonna, who brought up. Auntie Julie was married and started her family, but she brought up 4 children in Australia by herself, surrounded by a really strong Italian community. She was tough, and I look at our family, and it's just fantastic what's come from what she did. So I just think it's amazing. And I'm going to ask Annie J and Annie Kath, Dad, if any of you would like to say a few words, because it would have been great to do this when everyone's here, but
I think the youngest should start first. Just don't mention the bulldogs, all right?
Dogs support us. American Bulldogs, you're more than welcome.
you know, you bought me a Bulldogs jersey, I made you take it back.
Anyway, it's lovely to see you all. Sorry, my son Robin wasn't here with his kids and John with his kids. There's only John. Always been only John. Anyway, thank you all. It's a lovely turnout. And it's lovely to see everybody that I haven't seen for ages. Thank you.
Oh, come on, Nunu. Don't cry.
And I don't cry. Actually, one thing Patrick said about Nonna, she brought up 3 girls in a man's world, which she done a great job. Woo! And I'm glad to see everybody here and everybody mixing with one another. It was really good that every family hasn't sort of stuck to their own table. Everybody's mixed in with everybody. And I'd like to thank Patrick, Ange and Paul for doing a great job. And and everybody that made an effort to come from far away, we all appreciate it. It's great to see us here. And I hope you've enjoyed it too.
Yes, you
I just want to thank, I particularly want to thank Patrick, because in the end it takes somebody to say, we're going to do this. Yes. And it was easy in a way for Ange and Paul and I to then go and Jared helped a lot too to go and get everything, but somebody to initiate it and to bring everybody together. It's a real great thing that you've done, so thank you. It is that thing about Luna and Grandpop and the ancestors who came here, I think we can't underestimate how difficult it must have been to leave their little town in southern Italy, get on a boat, spend 6 weeks, and then come here and get off and come to this place in the middle of nowhere, which it must have really felt like that. You think you people who live in Sydney and wherever, it still feels a bit like that. But imagine what it was like then. And to have not been able to speak English, to run a farm, to do everything. That pioneering spirit is pretty amazing, and you've all inherited that. Look at you all, you're so beautiful, so successful, you've all done so well. And if they were here today, and they are up there on that poster, top right hand corner is the great grandparents, and then the second photo is all the kids. So it's absolutely amazing. You've got this fantastic history and heritage. So always treasure it and remember it. And we've already lined up Darby and Isla to make a film together about the whole story. So Darby's going to write it and produce it and direct it, and Isla's going to star in it. So we're all looking forward to going to the premiere. Well done.
Does anyone else want to say a few words? Everyone's done? Because
Oh yeah, I've had my thanks.
I want everyone, I'm going to get Dad and Auntie Jay and Auntie Kat to park themselves. I'm just trying to think of the best spot, and I want everyone to get around them, and we're going to actually get a photo of everyone that's here. We might have to make a bit of space, but maybe we might have to do it over there.